God, I wish I had the Easy Villager mod installed, because I could just right-click the villagers and my life would be so much easier, but unfortunately I've decided to go, well, to, as the kids these days say, to raw dog this. I've got a goddamn Ethernet connection just for streaming. I've annoyed so many people by setting up a whole cable running all the way through the house just so that I can play Minecraft, you know? Oof. Yikes. You know what? Live your truth. What, just when he's annoyed you, or just in general? Lamau. Oh, don't worry, those poor kids will just get put in a box and traumatized by a zombie for the rest of their life. That's what I call justice. Don't worry, it's fully legal. I've had talks with the Minecraft police, and they've let me get away with it. They've got a... Look, really, what would you define as livable? I mean, they are alive, currently, and they're in a place. They're living in a place. That's a livable place in my books. Look, I am a completely trustworthy and kind person, and would only do the... I would only care about the... Oh! Oh my god, I've already trapped villagers. Oh, this is actually amazing. I thought I was gonna have to lure some in, but they've just come running. Trap? No, this is new and improved housing. You know, there's been a real issue with houses blowing up, and so in my kindness as their supreme overlord, I've thought that, you know, I'd just throw them a bone and help them out a bit. You know, no harm, no foul. I only want the best for my villagers, and nothing more, nothing less. And now it's time to make this look even worse than it already looks, because mobs will spawn in nighttime and then explode during the day, and we don't want that. So what's the solution to prevent something from burning? Water. And so what am I gonna do? Surround the entire thing with what? Yeah, exactly. Look, if you just, I mean, look at how the, I mean, look at the buildings, right? Do you think this is 21st century architecture? Nah, it's gotta be like what, 16th century maybe. All I'm saying is that, you know, it's not as bad as it could be. And at the end of the day, what more could you ask for? Name someone who's made better art than this. I will wait. Because you can't. You just can't do it. This has the creativity, the raw, bold ingenuity of Picasso, of Van Gogh, of other artists that I can't think of right now. Oh no, I'm dead. I'm actually dead. I'm actually dead. Oh my Christ on ice. Oh, I lost a bed. Fuck. And that is why you play smart and calm and collected. Okay, and now I'm gonna have to wait for night because that'll be the best way to lure the villagers. Not lure, no, sorry, no. I'm not luring anyone into anything. It would be the best way to kindly convince them to take part in my new housing initiative. I only need two. I only need two, because then they can fuck forever and I can have infinite villagers. See, it's very humane in that way. I'm responding to their creature comforts, you know? But it makes sense in context because, wait a second, I'll find a reason why it's valid for me to steal all of the villagers' beds. Come on, this is a bed. You love beds. Get here. Thank you. And then the best part is, do you know what's up here? Do you know what's up here? Do you know what's up here? There's another bed, all for you. That's right, except it's not for you. It's this one. Yeah, camels love watching me sleep. I charge them $5 an hour for it. It's whatever, you know? I get a little bit of extra cash out of it. No complaints here. I don't give no discounts to camels. I charge them, you know? I charge them a fair rate, and there's no bias whatsoever. Admittedly, the non-camel cost is a few thousand times more expensive, but that's not because of my bias towards camels. Not in the slightest. This is an example of when my code is kind of bad because I am technically standing on a grass block, but I'm not going to argue or question it, mainly because I like having, you know, a few quirky differences, you know? It sets me apart from the competition. Sure, they can perfectly code a data pack that will do this. But I've got a certain je ne sais quoi, you know, I add my own style to it, which means that there have been multiple runs where I've lost a world because I'm standing here, you know, no armor, in hot... Rude! You know what? That's it. I'm gonna be silent now. That's it, you know? You come into my stream. You come into my stream. You call me a yapper. No. Tony, kill him. I have reached a point of acceptance in my life where I can just understand. You know, it's fine. We've all been there. This is a very common issue to face, and you've just got to be able to accept the circumstances that you find yourself in and learn to... You mean you don't walk outside every day and TNT starts just falling from the sky? Because that's my everyday life, you know? I punched a guy and he blew up. It was like really traumatizing. I nearly died. Look. That child had what was coming to him, alright? Shouldn't have started screaming. All I'm saying, shouldn't have started screaming. Back in my day, we showed respect for our elders. And we knew that you worked 12 hours a day in the coal mine every... No, sorry, my lawyer has informed me that, there was in fact no child. It was a very large raccoon. A very, very large raccoon who just looked vaguely humanoid. That's it. There was no child. There was just a very large raccoon who I smothered with a pillow 5 years ago. And then I hid the body, and the raccoon's parents still don't know where it is. We're still talking about a raccoon. It's just a raccoon. Look, anything I say can and won't be used against me in court because I have the best lawyer. That's right, I called him Saul, my main man. I would be incredibly cooperative when the feds show up because I have done nothing wrong. Yes, no officer, that's fine. You can put me in handcuffs. I know I'm innocent. It's fine. You'll find no evidence because nothing occurred, officer. And then 3 hours later, I'd be out scot-free. It's happened thrice before. Not that there was anything that occurred that could ever require the feds to show up to my house. Well, when you... Thrice? Yes. The first time was for the raccoon. The second time was for two medium-sized horses, which I hit with my car. And the third time was for that mall full of monkeys, which, well, let's just say it wasn't full of monkeys at the end of the 2 hours in which I was in that mall. The Shrek X-Gaff. Oh my god. I was friends with someone who would, for fun, find the worst... Oh, I'm dead.
Actually, Walter White doesn't cook cocaine. Actually, get fact checked.
Fuck you say to me? You wanna go, Mr. Villager? That's what I thought. Just, look, get lost in those beautiful emerald eyes. Look, villagers, it's like wolves, you know? You've got to set up who the alpha of the pack is. You know, you've just got to intimidate them, and boom, they'll do anything you ask. That's the whole strategy. You know, if you stare into their beautiful eyes for long enough, then eventually they'll do whatever you ask of them. It's basic biology. So first of all, I would never scare a child. I think that is cruel and inhumane, and would be just the worst thing to do to a child. In fact, I personally, you know, I would never practice this. Not once in my entire life would I practice this. But I do think that personally, maybe just maybe, you know, if if a child is, you know, scared or traumatized, then really the only solution is euthanasia. So if I were to ever, possibly, you know, accidentally, one in a million chance, you know, if I was mayhaps, possibly to scare a child, euthanasia, although anesthesia is helpful in euthanizing someone, that is correct. But yes, if I were to you know, accidentally scare a child, I do think the only solution would be a swift and painless death. Not that I would ever not that I would ever do any of the murdering. No. I have just, you know, just a little. I just passed on a little bit of advice to a friend of mine. You know, I say, oh look, man, this kid's a bit scared. You know, if you wanna do your usual strategy, and then after that, you know, it's all fine. Sure, I chuck him a few $100, but that's not because of any withstanding deal we may have. It's me. Look, I take offense to that. Killing kids is one thing. Accusing me of killing kids is one thing. I would never do it. But it's one thing to accuse me of killing kids. It's an entire another thing to accuse me of eating children. I would never do that. Not in a million years. Not even if my good friend Hannibal Lecter served me a delectable meal would I ever eat children. Gaston doesn't really strike me, you know. Nobody eats like Gaston, something Gaston. All of the other lines, you know. I don't think that's particularly somber. You know, you're not gonna be in there for your grandma's funeral going, when I was a lad, I ate 5 dozen eggs, and now I'm roughly the size of a barge. That doesn't quite strike me as the appropriate reaction. But you know what? Who am I to tell you what you can and can't do? You know? God forbid women do anything. I cannot. No matter what the circumstance, I cannot picture someone being able to, like, cry whilst Gaston is playing. That's amazing. Also, how does secretly cutting your hair make you cry? Was it like she got told off, or was it that like another friend had cut her hair and the first one didn't want her to? Oh, I misread that first sentence so bad. Oh my god. That's beautiful. I'd start crying if someone snuck up and cut my hair and... That's amazing! Please, please can I at least get somewhere with this world? Oh, lords above. Oh, Hatsune Miku. Oh, whatever other deities there are that exist and that we have, proof of existence of. Please, oh please, bless this Minecraft world, and why would you do this to me? I think this counts as child abuse, even though I myself am not a child, but I would know plenty about child abuse. Not because I've done any or anything. Don't worry about that. Smooth, 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 smooth. Oh, and there's a village! Nice, 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 nice. I always hate the early game grind. And by grind, I mean the going out on a boat and getting things, which is not a... Oh, I'm dead. The saying, oh, I'm dead, is a common spell to prevent myself from dying. It's known as, oh, what is it? What is it? Reverse psychology, that's it. I tell the video game that I'm dead, and it goes, no you're not, and so I don't die. It's classic, you know, you've got to learn your psychology tricks if you want to be able to successfully, well, Minecraft. Normal human noises, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. I'm all good, I'm perfectly sane. And you can trust me around the CERN Large Hadron Collider. What was the price of this brilliant joke? Why would you hang out with someone who you hate? Huh? Oh! You know what? That is fully valid. That is fully valid. Yeah, that is a thing, you know? So many people are, like, nice until they reach high school, and then they just become terrible people. Oh my god! Oh my god! She's terrible! I think I would have taken a baseball bat to her kneecaps at that point if I were you. Honestly, you would have been fully justified to do that. Kind of in the wrong there. Okay, fully in the wrong there. But there's a difference between spreading a rumor and sleeping with and posting nude pictures of someone. That's taking it up a notch. You started it, but you lit the fire, but she threw the gasoline on it, you know? Ultimately, you know, this random streamer stands by you and believes in your decision to cut her hair. Oh my god, this is wonderful. Oh my god. Yeah, not in the wrong, not in the wrong. It's fine, it's fine. What the hell? Oh my god! Oh my god! How did you get those pictures? Oh my god! You're in the fault, but you're really funny about it, and so I've gotta hand it to you. She yanked your hair and you ripped off her skirt? You'll keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means. How? No, sorry, no. No. I apologize for bringing up The Princess Bride. It's a great movie, by the way. You should watch it. We're not discussing it anymore. How do you ruin her chance at a scholarship? Wow. Oh my god. Wow, okay. Oh my god, you fully just destroyed this woman. Facts. Facts. So true. So true. I'm screenshotting that and I'm hanging it on my wall. Shouldn't have been rich. Sojuszny Rashimides Public Sabotnik. Not the class hero we wanted, but it's the class hero we needed. You're an inspiration to us all. Someday I hope to do something as iconic as destroying a rich girl's entire life.